why resale HDB prices will likely drop in 2022. Resale HDB prices has seen a bull run in 2020 and 2021, rising 5% in 2020 and rising 12.5% in 2021. 12.5%. That's the highest annual growth since 2010. The rise in resale HDB prices is caused by buyers choosing to buy resale HDB flats instead of BTO flats, as construction delays and long completion push buyers to the resale market. Hi guys, my name is Baxter Yong. Here are 3 reasons why resale HDB prices will likely drop in 2022. Firstly, the announcement of the property cooling measures on 15 December last year. One of the measures is targeted to cool down the resale HDB prices. The government is reducing the loan-to-value limit for HDB granted loans from 90% to 85%. This will limit the pool of buyers wanting to buy a HDB, as the buyers would have to put a 15% deposit instead of 10% to purchase a HDB flat, hence reducing instances of HDB selling cash over valuation, as buyers would have to fork out more cash for the initial deposit of 15%. For example, before the cooling measure, a buyer would need to deposit $60,000 to purchase a $600,000 HDB flat. Now, after the cooling measure, a buyer would need to deposit $90,000 to purchase the same flat. This would encourage resale HDB sellers to be more reasonable in their pricing of the HDB flat, and resale HDB buyers to have a wait-and-see reaction, decreasing immediate demand for resale HDB flats. Secondly, the government is launching up to 23,000 BTO flats each year in 2020 and 2023. This is an increase of 35% from the 17,000 BTO flats launched last year. This gives Singaporeans more opportunities to secure a BTO flat and serves to water down the demand for resale HDBs. It's a classic example of supply and demand. Supply has to be increased to meet the high demand. The upcoming build-to-order flats are launching in mature estates like Toa Payoh, Yishun, Jurong West, Queenstown, Kallang Whampoa, and the non-mature estate of Tengah. Ever wondered why are the government launching more BTOs in mature estates? In my opinion, this is to attract more buyers to purchase a BTO instead of a resale flat in mature estates. Some would argue that the first 2 reasons did not address the BTO flats construction delays. This third reason will definitely affect the property market as a whole in Singapore, as more supply of fully constructed private property units are introduced. This is called the TOP effect. 34 projects up to 7,900 units scheduled to be completed in 2022, and about 38 projects are due to complete in 2023, adding another 16,000 newly completed units, further flooding available property in the market. As more completed properties are entering the resale market, home buyers have more options to either rent a private property, buy a private property, rent a HDB flat, or buy a resale HDB flat. There are also black swan events that could drastically change the resale HDB prices. The borders might open soon, and we could resume entry and exit like pre-COVID levels. This would kickstart a mass migration of Malaysian workers staying in Singapore for the last 2 years to stay in Johor Bahru, which will cause the rental prices to drop to pre-COVID levels, in turn making renting a very viable option for buyers wanting to wait for their BTO flats. Ultimately, HDB flat prices are destined to go down, as the government needs HDBs to be affordable for each and every Singaporean, as stated in the HDB website. If resale HDB flats continue to make record prices, the bottom middle class of Singaporeans would suffer not being able to afford a roof on their head. If you're thinking the HDB prices will stay as it is, creating record prices, do look back in 2013 where HDB prices fall and move sideways all the way up to 2019. That's 6 years of stagnant, slow growth. Most HDB owners back then could not even get the price seen since 2013 in 2021 because of their flat lease decay. COVID is certainly a good black swan event for the property prices in Singapore, as it has delayed construction, which caused a slump in property supply. COVID has also forced foreigners earning a living in Singapore to stay in Singapore, increasing overall housing demand. COVID has also facilitated a drop in record low interest rates as government strives to save the country's economy, which makes purchasing property attractive in a low interest rate environment. The big question is, how long will the rise in HDB resale prices last? Are we at the tipping point? That's for you, the viewer, to ponder. Comment below, what do you think of the HDB resale prices in Singapore? Should we sell, buy, or hold? Smash that like button and subscribe to this channel if you want to learn more. This has been Baxter Yong. See you guys in the next video.